Okay, please try again ya, the Google Drive. Is it only Ardan who will use a visual A? Oh, okay, Dita. Dita dan E. Okay, meanwhile I'll send you the what is it? Okay. Okay, I have just sent you the list of our speakers today. Congratulations! Yay! So Dita, I'm still waiting for you. I'm still waiting for your file, yeah? Please be quick. And a bit, what is it? A bit of a guideline. So our camera here, our okay, so it will start it from here, yeah, SV here, until UGM logo. Yeah, so be mindful, you have this stage. Yeah, okay, all right. Question? If not, then I can start in what? In 1 minute? Yeah, ready? Yeah, for the first speaker. Okay. Luck.
So, good morning, everyone. Hi. I hope you guys are doing well today. So, in here, I want to talk about how to stop procrastinating. As a college student, I know that most of you are already familiar and aware what is procrastinator, what is procrastination. And for some of you who still have no idea what is it about, I'll give you guys a brief explanation about it. So, procrastination is the act when you delaying or putting off your tasks until their last minute or past their deadline. And procrastinator is the one who did it. Okay, so, but did you know by being a procrastinator, it can lead you to the negative impacts? It can make you feel overwhelmed, it can make you feel demotivated, it can make you feel disillusioned with your work, and even worse, you can lose your job by being a procrastinator. So, how to overcome it? As a procrastinator alumni, I'll give you guys some strategies how to stop procrastinating. Okay, so the first one you can do is forgive yourself. Self forgiveness. I know maybe it sounds unserious for some of you, but actually there's a lot of research and studies that show self forgiveness can help you to feel better. It can help you to feel more positive about yourself, and it can help you to reduce a procrastination in the future. And the next step is to commit to the task. Focus on doing, not avoiding. You can write down the tasks that you need to complete in whole day, and you can specify a time to doing them. And then it can help you to tackle your task proactively. And then next step you can do is don't forget to appreciate yourself, reward yourself. after doing a lot of difficult things, you can buy yourself some snacks, your favorite coffee, or cute stuff, or anything you want that can help you feel better. But don't forget one thing. Please feel the enjoyment and relief when you already finish everything. You don't have any burden anymore. And then the next thing that you can do is to ask someone to check up on you. You can ask your friend, you can ask your family, or anything you believe, or anyone who believes to help on your progress, to control your progress, and then they can make you always improve your progress. So yeah, ask your friend or family or anyone you believes. And the next step you can do is act as you go. Tackle your tasks as soon as they arise. Don't let them build up over another day so you don't feel any burden and you can feel the relief when everything's done. And then next step that you can do is rephrase your internal dialogue. The phrase of need to or have to, it for example, it implies that you have no choice in what you're doing. It implies that it disempowered and it can lead to self-sabotage. So instead of saying need to or have to, you can say that I choose to. So you can imply that you are the one who have the power. You are the one control your project. And the next step that you can do is minimize distractions. I know a lot of people distraction nowadays are social media, and with that you can start to turn off your phone, turn off any social media, and also you can avoid sitting near your distraction. And then last but not least, you can aim to eat an 11 bit for first thing every day. What is it about? So you can start your day with doing your hardest work and to the easiest one. So the rest of your day you can only focus on your work that you enjoy the most. I think that's all from me, the strategies how to stop procrastinating. And from that we all know procrastination is indeed a challenge. But we can overcome it right away with the right strategies and right mindset. Thank you everyone. Hope it helps you.
Okay, well done, Dita. So for the next presenters, we still waiting for the viewer, yeah. So give us like few minutes, okay? Okay, next we have Pristiara Rohman. Okay, the stage is yours.
Okay, good morning everyone. I'm very glad I can stand up here and I want to convey my material speech. First of all, I want to talk a brief about stress. So I'm sure you guys feel stress right now, right? Especially we are a college student, and a lot of things that come up together, something like problem or some kind of that, and make us frustrated and feeling stressed. So what should we do? Today I will give you some tips how to manage stress in college, because we are student as well. Okay, the first one is stay focused. I'm sure you guys feel, especially in this era, we always overthinking about something that will not necessarily happen. So do some activities that makes you stay focused on one thing. Do some, like you can do some deep breathing exercises or something kind of that makes you focus on one thing. So by doing that, you can more focus. Okay, the second one is doing positive activities. I'm sure you guys like get bored or frustrated because you must attending in a class every day, like listening to a teacher or receiving a lot of assignment from a teacher, and that's make us feel like frustrated and stressful. So what you can do is like find something new, like joining some organization or community that support your interests, or you can do your hobbies that make you happy and recharge your energy. So, and then the third one is you can find some entertainment. This is really important because can boost your mood, make you happy and recharge your energy also. You can like hang out with your friends or doing some activities that you like if you like dancing or singing or any kind of that. And then the last one is you can don't forget to take a rest. This is really important but often underestimated by us. So because rest is a foundation to effective productivity. By establishing like consistent routine of sleep like 6 to 8 hours, and even knowing when you need to day off, and can recharge your energy and uh, have your mental and psychical well-being are interconnected, and ignoring one can have a detrimental effect on the other. So by taking a rest, it can make your body and mind more fresh. And I think that's all from me. I wish that these tips can reduce your overthinking, because I think that stress is appear when because of our mind itself. So I think that's all. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Pristiara. Great speech, yeah. Now we will have Jelita. Please, stage is yours.
All right. Good morning, everyone.
Today I'm going to talk to you guys about a topic that is very relevant, maybe something a bit sensitive in our society today. No offense, but I will bring the topic about the insecurity of a man in the face of increasing independence of women. So we live in the moment that women are making such a great strides in many fields, in many domains, such as educations, arts, maybe sports, or even politics. And yeah, this is not always come out positive, or that it's not always like everyone still look see it as it's not like women. If women are good in such domains, eh, and yeah, like, is it true that they have a capability to do it? And but actually, this is progressive development for women itself, maybe for men and for human as a whole. And this is my questions. Why do some men feel this way? And maybe this is also your questions. There are many factors that contribute to this phenomenon, but I will talk three main one. The first one is socializations. The second one is expectation, and then the last one is communications. So the first one is socialization. Boys usually are taught to be strong, to be independent, to be, like leading anything, and then women taught to be caring, taught to be passive, and then dependent. And boys usually are encouraged to pursue like STEM fields and sports and others leadership roles. And women are pursued to, like some like humanities, arts, and anything that caregiving roles. And boys are rewarded, are being aggressive, being, independent, and women are rewarded for being, like I said before, being passive, being dependent, and being care to others. And then this is the factor that shape how we think as a man and as a woman. That nowadays in society that people think that masculinity is offer more have power than femininity. The second one is expectations. People in our society, especially in Asia, like we live in Indonesia, so maybe it affects by myths or cultural norms or anything else that affect how boys and girls are thinking. Boys are expected to be protector, to be a leader, and even to be decision maker, right? And not only that, men are are expect to be the satisfier in the sexual encounters. Of course, this is create a lot of pressure, right, for men. And the last one is communications. That as we know, that communication is essential ways to like communicate with each other, to to take to give our feelings, our thought, our desires. But however, sometimes no communication is not always come easy, because we talk about a sensitive topic like this topic. And when is poor, or when communication is poor and lacking, some men feel like they lose their authority, they lose their they lose their confidence to know what their partners think or what their partners wants. And yes, that's all some the reasons that maybe contributing why men are insecure in this time. So I hope this can maybe a bit open your eyes to think to think to open your mind to accept that to overcome your insecurity, and then you can support others. Thank you, and God bless you.
Okay, great talk again. So next we will have our first male speaker, yeah, for today, please, Mr. Ardan. Or probably we will need some time, yeah, for the audio. Do you have the what is it? Or if you have your
Good morning, everyone. How do you feel? You feel nervous? Yeah, we will do a bit of relaxation first because my topic that I'm about to bring is like about music. And you know, people often say that music is like a universal form of language, right? That speaks to the soul. And I do believe this because although there are lots, and I mean lots of different styles, genres, and subgenres of music, there will always be that one particular thing that certain people can relate to. Like we tend to look out for those who have the same liking, the same musical taste with us to resonate with, and that we are simply being comfortable and joyful to have someone to resonate with. And this kind of situation will then create some sort of grouping patterns, right? Yeah, and music is all about patterns. Now, allow me to take you on a journey into the world of music as we explore something called ear candy and arpeggio. Don't worry, I will not confuse you all with all the technicalities. I'll simply show you about the things that I know that we often overlook when we're listening to a piece of music. Right, on the 20th of October 2015, a South Korean girl group named Twice made their first ever debut. As we know, this group's music often features exuberant lyrics and vibrant beats which comply with their concept of sweet and cheerful aesthetics. And because of this concept that they are carrying, they use this concept of ear candies and arpeggios in the composition to make the music sound more festive in a way. But first things first, what is even ear candy? Is it something you would put in your ear and then you would feel the sweetness? No, but as the name suggests, ear candies are the sounds that are in the compositions that make them notably pleasing to the ear. And Twice in particular happens to use these unique sound effects as their ear candies, especially in the next like yeah, especially in these two songs you see right here. Yeah, to give you the idea, I'll give you an example first. Klik sekali lagi aja. Ya, okay. Right. If you notice in those two songs, there's always some kind of a weird vocal chops sound that are playing in the compositions. And what happens is that those are actually vocal sounds playing filler notes, but they have been pitched up and are also processed with tons of effects such as distortion and reverb, giving you that robotic kind of sound you hear in the end. Another example of ear candies that I found, especially with the same kind of manipulated vocal concept, are also implemented in the song called "I Like Me Better" by Love. Please take a listen. Right, so it's simply just a person humming a melody, but with lots of effects added to it, such as distortion again, pretty much similar to that of Twice. Right, let's jump into the next thing. Here we have, know if you ever heard the phrase "less is more." It would probably be a good depiction of an arpeggio. While the use of it might vary as well, an arpeggio is simply the way the chords are played. Like in a piano, you would normally play it like this. Right? But instead, you would play something more like this. Right, as you can hear, arpeggio involves playing the notes one by one in a sequence, either ascending, descending, or even both. It depends on what kind of feel you want to give to your music compositions. And now, Twice also happens to use this in a lot of their songs. Take a look at this clip, for example. As you can hear, the notes here are mostly pitching upwards on this one, meaning that it's an ascending type of arpeggio. And do you know what song is this? The song is from the chorus of the song Feel Special.
You make me feel special. 세상에 맞춰줘
Next. Right. If you're already familiar with Twice, this one would be quite obvious. Please take a listen. This one's arpeggio is from the chorus of their song Fancy. If you notice on this one, the arpeggio is played at the half end of the chorus, meaning that it's like giving you that hype since the chorus is about to end and acts something a bit of like resolution or some sort. And the next one, this one is quite subtle and you can barely hear it in the song, but it is there. But first things first, take a look at how these compositions are composed. It's both ascending and then descending, like a roller coaster. Please take a listen. Yeah, unlike the previous examples that I gave you, this arpeggio is not on the chorus, but it's on the verse of the song I Can't Stop Me. This arpeggio, as you can hear, enhances the idea that if we look at a music as a journey, arpeggios are like the storytellers of music. They help so much in giving that groove and the flow, driving the flow of the music. And this is what I like about arpeggio. It's just simply so versatile. Like it enhances whatever nuances the original chord brings. Now, I have this one last example of arpeggiated notes that I've laid down on this musical sheet. But before I play it, can any one of you guess what song it is or what music it is? Oh, all right. Let's just take a listen. If you hear this kind of arpeggio sounds somehow theatrical and dramatic, yes, because it is the soundtrack of the movie Oppenheimer, yeah. And for the record, it doesn't really matter if you can guess it or not, because the important thing is not can you read the music sheet, it's can you hear the music. My name is Maulana Ardanofesi, thank you so much.
All right, wow. So we've just learned about arpeggio. Is it correct? Okay, arpeggio. Thank you, Ardan. So next we will, huh? Miss Rahma, the stage is yours.
So, hello and good morning, everyone. I stand here before you to address an important things that failures. So, failures is inevitable part of life that, and it is something that many of us fear and try to avoid all the cost. However, I'm here to tell you that failures is not the end. Life doesn't stop when you fail, and in failures can be stepping. However, failures can be a stepping stone to the properly forward. I am Rahma, and today I will tell you three strategies to make you shine after you facing the failures. Firstly, it is essential to change your perspective on failures. Instead of seeing failures as negative outcomes, you can see as an opportunity to learn and growth. Understand that failures is not a reflection of your potential and worth. It merely a temporary setback of the thoughts success. Embrace failures as an valuable teacher that provide a valuable lesson and insight. By adopting this mindset, you can transform your failures into a stepping stone to your greatness success. And secondly, it is crucial to analyze your failures objectively. Take a time to reflect on what went wrong and identify the factors that contribute to your setback. This introspection allows you to gain a deeper understanding of your weakness and something that you can improvement. And by analyzing the failures, you can identify the patterns, make a necessary adjustment, and develop strategies to face the similar failures in the similar mistakes in the future. And lastly, resilience is the key. When you face with failures, it is natural to feel discouraged or demotivated. But however, it is essential to pick yourself up and keep moving forwards. Cultivate resilience by maintaining a positive mindset and develop a strong support system. Surround yourself with an individual who believes in you and your abilities, and seek inspiration from people who overcome the failures into the great success. Remember, failures is not permanent unless you allow it to be. Stay determined, persevere through the challenges, and let your resilience guide you to the great success. So, in conclusion, failures is not the end. It merely a temporary setback to your path to the success. By changing your perspective, analyze your failures objectively, and cultivate your resilience, you can rise above your failures into the shine. So embrace failures as an opportunity for growth, learning from the mistakes, and keep pushing forward. life doesn't stop when you fail. It presents you a chance to redefine your journey into a great one. So, my friends, let us embrace failure, learn from it, and use it as a catalyst for our personal and professional growth. Thank you.
Okay, nice talk, Miss Rahma. Now we will have Mr. Firjawan Kakak. Now the stage is yours.
So, good morning, everyone. I hope you guys doing well today. And here I am going to talk about a program called bulking. So maybe you have heard this word before, maybe in social media or from your friend, or maybe right now you're doing this program. So, what is bulking? So, bulking is program that have a goals to gain more weight by doing calorie surplus and doing weightlifting exercise. So, what is calorie surplus? Simply, it is a way to eat more than you usually eat. So, for example, you usually eat 3 times a day. If you're doing bulking, you eat 4 times until 5 times a day. And why we doing weightlifting while doing bulking? So weightlifting can help you to gain a muscle mass and constant and not getting up. And some tips to doing this program is don't forget to fill up our protein needs, and because protein is a oil to our muscle, and why we need consume more carbs and get in more calorie, because it is to be oil for our exercise, so we can have extra stamina. And the next step, the next tips is don't forget to have a well rest, because our muscle needs a rest to be built, not just we train every day, because if we train the muscle every day, we will get our muscle will be stressed and didn't upgrade. And maybe the last words can and bulking itself is divided into 2 types. It's a lean bulk and dirty bulk. The lean bulk itself, we try to eat more healthy and consuming the low carbs but high protein. And the dirty bulk is we don't mind if we eat anything and gain more weight. And what is difference? Because it have a relation for these words. You are what you eat, so we are the bulking. The lean bulk result is dry and aesthetic than a dirty bulk that usually more bigger but have a weight, because the body fat percentage is high. And the conclusion is you need to get up and wake up so you get a change of yourself. Thank you.
All right, thank you, sir. Next, we will have Mr. Johannes, please. The stage is yours.
Good morning, everyone. So, I believe everyone in here has a dream, whether it is a simple dream like waking up at 5 a.m. tomorrow, or a much more complex dream like maybe pursuing master degrees in other countries overseas with full scholarship. And of course, with this dream, we need to put some effort into it. We need to act on it. So some people might pray to their God, some people might beg the universe to help them achieve their dream, and some people might do these extreme efforts and routine in order for them to achieve their dreams. And a lot of people forget this, but in my experience, when we are excited about our dreams, we will talk about it constantly, day and night, non-stop. And the more effort we put on our dreams, the more acts we do on our dreams, the closer our dreams got into coming to our life. And I also believe that every dream is achievable. Why? Because the universe works in a beautifully unique way. We as a human recognize pattern, and we as a civilization have come to this belief that convinces us we can achieve our dreams by attracting what we like. So this belief is called the law of attraction. According to Katrin Hers, the expert practitioner in this field, the law of attraction is the act of harnessing, influencing, and directing what we already got in our life into achieving our dreams. So instead of putting something in, we do something that we already have in our life. And in short, according to Katrin Hers, the law of attraction is a belief where we convince ourselves that we can get whatever we want, whatever we like, if we focus on it. And with this belief, instead of thinking that our friends will leave us at any moment of our life, we can believe that our friends is one of our loving family members that will not leave us at the lowest point of our life. And instead of thinking that we will fail at an exam that we haven't done yet, we still need to believe that we will excel the exam. Why? Because think positively is important when achieving our dreams. This is because it will affect our behavior. In other hand, if we think negatively of our dreams, we will use and put not that much effort into our dreams. So for example, if we believe that we will fail at an exam, we will do not our best job, we will not put that much effort into excelling the exam because we already wired our brain to believing that we will fail this exam. So what I'm trying to say from all of this point is we need to start implementing the law of attraction when we are achieving our dreams. So the first thing we need to do, like I said before, is think positively of our dreams. When we think positively, we will get our outcome that we want, and with this, we need to put that much effort, we need to do that much act into our dreams. So the universe abhors a vacuum. That means an empty space will be filled out no matter what. So instead of filling out the empty spaces with negative feelings, negative thoughts, negative emotions, and not being focused on our dreams, we need to fill out the empty spaces with positive dreams, positive emotions, positive thoughts, and being focused on our dreams. And the second thing that we need to do is we need to start act on our dreams. Put the effort. We need to start act on our dreams. Because a lot of people tend to forget about this, but it's actually the hardest step and the most challenging steps of our dreams. And when we want to achieve our dreams, we need to think positively as well. So when we already gave our all, I believe that we will get what we want. And of course, the first step is going to be hard, but a lot of people will say that the next step will be easier and easier. But people often forget we are not a stable machine, and we are a human being that will inevitably will have ups and downs. So instead of going too low on the downs and too high on the top, we need to stay focused on our dreams. And one more thing before I close this speech, I want to say that the universe is kind to whoever kind to their own self. So be kind to yourself, be gentle to yourself, forgive yourself, and maybe try implementing the law of attraction once, and you'll see the beauty of making your dreams come true. That would be all from me. Thank you so much.
All right, a wonderful speech just ended. Now we'll move on to the next of our speaker, Miss Melita. You here already? Time is yours and the stage is yours.
Okay, good morning everyone. I'm here to deliver my speech about education, a transformative compass guiding for personal growth and career success and social development. But before I start, I want you guys to think back to a pivotal moment in your life, a moment that a moment that acts as a compass directing you towards a future filled with endless possibilities. Perhaps it was a mentor that that ignited the spark of curiosity within you, or maybe it was a lesson that unfolded before you like a blooming flower, unrevealing the true beauty of knowledge and opening your mind to new horizons. So today, I invite you to embark on a transformative journey where we delve into the depths of importance of education and unraveling its profound value in nurturing personal growth, shaping careers, and social development. The first thing is personal growth. Just as a skilled gardener nurtures a garden to thrive and blossoms, education acts as a catalyst for personal growth, creating an environment where knowledge takes root and individuals flourish. It provides essential nutrients of wisdom, critical thinking tools, and a skill development, and it's empowering individuals to navigate life's twists and turns with confidence. And education also provides a foundations for personal growth, for understanding the world better, and broadening our perspective. Also developing a sense of self-awareness. Education also encourages us to explore our passions, our interests, our talents, and fostering a long life love for learning. And by continuously expanding our knowledge, we can adapt into changing circumstances, make informed decisions, and lead fulfilling lives. The second point is career success. In the realm of career development, education acts as a powerful compass, guiding individuals towards success in today's competitive job market. And employers actively seek individuals with the right qualifications and the right skills, understanding that education equips individuals with the practical skills and knowledge necessary to excel their chosen field. Educations also enhance important abilities like problem solving, communications, and teamwork, which are highly valued in various industries. And by investing in educations, individuals not only increasing their chance of securing a desirable jobs opportunities, but also education pave the way for the higher salaries and higher earning. And studies shows that a higher level of earning are closely correlated with the increase of job opportunities and higher earning. And each additional year of schooling can lead to a 10% increase in individuals' potential earning. This means education plays a vital role in reducing poverty rates, then promoting social development and fostering social cohesion. And when we invest in educations, we become architect of our own destiny, constructing a fortified fortress of success while simultaneously sowing the seeds of progress for our communities and the world at large. And the last point is social development. So, like a cornerstone in the constructions of social development, education also plays a vital role in promoting and fostering social cohesion and understanding and empathy among individuals from diverse backgrounds. And in educational environment, and in educational environments, individuals from diverse backgrounds unite, fostering an atmosphere that full of acceptance and appreciations for different cultures, beliefs, and viewpoints. This means education is like a spark, ignited the passions for active citizenship in individuals, and empowering them to use their knowledge to make a positive change. And by embracing their educations, individuals become agents of transformations and progress of our communities and society. So, as we conclude, education isn't merely a means to an end. It's like a transformative force that shapes individuals, communities, and societies. And education is a compass, the architect, and the bridge that guide us towards for the personal growth, career success, and social development. And that's all from me. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you, Melita. Next, we will have Anissa. Please, stage is yours.
Hello everyone. Alright, so first of all, I would like to ask you guys some questions. So, do you ever feel like you are not good enough about something? Or you feel like everyone is better than you, everyone is smarter, and you just feel like you are left behind? Yeah, okay. Well, if that's so, I think we should have a talk in here. So, in a world where it feels like everyone's got it all together, we often finding ourselves the feeling of we are not good enough about ourselves. And this feeling known as insecurities. According to Cambridge Dictionary, insecurity is a feeling of lacking confidence and not being sure of your own abilities. Well, I believe everyone experiences this kind of insecurities, and perhaps in a different ways because everyone has their own stories, right? So, yeah, even myself or the artists like Taylor Swift or perhaps some of the K-pop members, they ever experience these kind of things. And think of insecurities, they can mess with how we see and treat ourselves. It can pop up in a different parts of our lives. Perhaps like how we look, what we can do, how we connect with others, and even our dreams. Insecurities aren't just about appearance. They can occur in every probabilities, like our abilities, our relationship, our goals, and many more. And insecurities are just like a joy-stealing monsters. They can mess with our heads and makes us feel like anxious or sad. And they can even mess up and makes us feel jealous or have the feeling we always needing other people to say that we are okay. And actually, all you have to do is that you've got to face your insecurities. Cry if you have to, feel it, don't just avoid it. Probably most people just push down their insecurities because they are too afraid to feel it. They don't want to feel the sadness pace of the insecurities. But actually, all you have to do is that you just have to be brave enough to feel it, to face it, to analyze it, like where does it came from, and many more. Alright, now here's the good part. Self-love is like our superpowers against these insecurities. It's not about being full of ourselves. It's about realizing that we are pretty cool just the way we are. And when we love ourselves, it's like putting on an invisible shield against the challenges. We become confident and can face difficult things knowing we've got what it takes. And actually, there is no way you can compare yourself with others. Know that all you need to compare yourself is the past of you, the you from last year, you from 5 years ago, and so on. And as long as you are improving, then that's all that matters. Just focus on its progress. You should change your perspective. Try to look at the situation through the eyes of love. Then you would see the child version of you will give you a big hug and tell yourself that you are beautiful and you are okay. And it doesn't matter what other people say about you. Basically, you have to look your insecurity and these life challenges from all angles. Try to see it from another perspective and treat all of those perspectives with love. Alright, so let's wrap up. Choosing to love ourselves is a secret key to finding happiness. It's about saying goodbye to those yucky insecurities and saying hello to feeling better of yourself. Like about who you are. And if you keep doing these things, it will help you so much to face your insecurities. And I have a quote from my favorite artist. She said, "The scary news is you're on your own now. But the cool news is you're on your own now." So last but not least, please remember that you are worth it, you are enough, and you deserve all the good things in this world. And don't let anyone bring you down. So that's all from me. Thank you everyone. Have a nice day.
Alright, what an uplifting talk this morning, yeah. Next we have Miss Fatih Hasna. Alright, so the stage is yours.
Tick. Okay, good morning everyone. I'm here to talk to you about a subject that is close to my heart, a creature that is often misunderstood and overlooked, the stray cat. Okay, stray cat is a common sight in many cities around the world. They are often seen as nuisance, but actually they are just animals trying to survive. They have learned how to live on the street, but that doesn't mean their lives are easy. They have to deal with hunger, disease, and injury. They also at risk of being hit by cars, attacked by other animals, and abused by humans who acknowledge. They also often feel lonely and scared. They also don't have safe place to sleep, and that's how life what is and that's what is life like for million stray cats around the world. So, despite all the challenges they face, they have a lot to offer. They are cute, smart, and can be very loving. They are just need change to show us who they really are. As a society, we have responsibility to help stray cats. We can start by spaying or nurturing to prevent overpopulation. We can also support local animal shelter and volunteer our time to help them taking care for stray cats. Or we can simply be kind for stray cat, offer them food or water, and report if you see any abuse for them. Together, we wish we can make a new word for stray cat where they can be loved, appreciated, and feel safe. Thank you.
All right, thank you for our cat lover here. Now let's move on to Miss Abel. Ooh. Okay, the stage is yours, Abel.
Hello, everyone. I want to ask you something. Do you want to be successful? Of course, who doesn't want to be successful? But the real question is how to be successful. If you want to be successful, there's one way is you need to set goals. Setting goals or goal settings will give you a benchmark to determine whether you are truly successful or not. Without them, you will lack focus and direction. We all sometimes have struggle to achieve our plans, right? But it doesn't mean that we lack effort. It's because we are not having goal settings specific enough. So to achieve your goals, oh my god. To achieve your goals, you need to know how to set it up properly. A goal without a plan is just a wish. So today, I'll tell you how to set goals well and how it will increase your chance to get one step closer to be successful. First, make your goals specific. We all have big and many dreams, but most of them are not specific and so general, and we don't know how to achieve them. So make sure that your goals are clear and specific. For example, I want to study, I want to be smarter, or I want to graduate from college with 4.0 GPA. But what does all this mean? Okay. But all this meant, yeah, this is very vague and not very specific. So a better example is I want to study harder in the next semester. Harder. I want to study harder in this next semester, or you can be more specific. Like I want to study at after dinner at 8 p.m. or on Monday. I want to study English. On Tuesday, I want to study Korean, and on Wednesday, I want to study linguistics. So make sure your goals are so make sure your goals are specific as possible, that you know exactly what you are going to be focusing on. Second, make your goals measurable. Tracking your goal progress is one important part of keeping yourself motivated. This allows you to get milestones that you can celebrate when you can finally achieve your goals, and you can re-evaluate when you don't. If your goals is simply as defined as I want to be smarter, but how do you know when you're getting smart? So actually, you can determine what area you want to master. A better example is I want to get an A in Metapen. This way, you have something to aim for. You have something to aim for, and then so it's the checking your progress. So it's the progress that you will keep you motivated. So if you don't have a way to measure it, we will have a hard time to achieve your ambitions. Third, make your goals attainable. Make sure the goals you set for yourself is achievable. Most of people set things up in goals like impossible goals. Rather than setting up impossible goals, the goals should be challenging but achievable. For example, I want to study hard. I want to study all day, but in fact, you only have 24 hours in your day, and you also have other activities like eating and take a bath. So it's better for you to only set a target for only 1 hour of studying, so that you will feel like I'm success in studying. Fourth, make your goals relevant. Your goals should be relevant to the direction of your life you want to go. But a common problem that we face is having too many goals at the same time. So ask yourself first why you want to achieve the goals, and then before you commit it. Last but not least, make your goals have a time limit. This is one of the most important factors. Your goals must have a deadline. When you work on a deadline, your sense of urgency will increase, and you will more likely to achieve your goals. So now you know how to achieve your goals. But one last thing, if you think that you only need to set goals once, you're wrong. It's an ongoing process, and it's an ongoing process that your plan needs you to evaluate and and it's a never-ending process, and you need to evaluate it. That's all from me. I'm Emily Marcela. Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you, Miss Abel. Next, we will have Mr. Afif. Afifuddin? Zia kah? Oh iya, sorry. Miss Zia, please. The stage is yours.
Good morning, everyone. I hope you are in good health and wellness. So today I would like to share with you the incredible benefits of having plants in your bedroom. Well, we often underestimate the power of nature, but the simple act of bringing plants into your bedroom can bring about remarkable changes in our lives. So let's explore the compelling reason why we should have plants in bedroom. So firstly, plants act as a natural mood boosters. Have you ever wondered why a walk in the park or a day at the beach leaves you feeling refreshed and happy? Well, it's because plants release negative ion and they trigger the release of serotonin in your brain. Serotonin is often referred to as a feel-good neurotransmitter that contribute to improve mood and sense of well-being. So having a few leafy green friends in your room might be the natural remedy you need to kickstart your day on a positive note. Now let's talk about creating a heaven tranquility in your bedroom. So imagine coming home from a long stressful day to a space full with lush greenery, like the sight of the green leaves and the gentle rustling of plants can create a calming and relaxing atmosphere. So the plants might be transform you into a serene oasis that you can feel relaxed and calm. So by adding plants to your bedroom, you're not just decorating. You're crafting a sanctuary where you can unwind, recharge, and escape from daily hustle and bustle. So now I will talk about beyond their aesthetic appeal. Houseplants play a crucial role in improving indoor air quality. Like our homes are full with various pollutants from cleaning products to electronic devices that can impact our health. However, plants can be natural purifiers. They absorb harmful toxin and release oxygen, that creating a healthier environment for us to breathe. Having plants in your bedroom is like inviting a team of air purifying superheroes that work silently to keep you in the pink of health. So, in conclusion, the benefits of having plants in your bedroom are not just based by stories or trends, but they are supported by science. They have several advantages, like boosting your mood to make a serene atmosphere, and also be the air purifiers to your indoor room. So maybe the next time you're redecorating your room, you can think green, because your space, your bedroom is not just a room, it's a personal retreat. So by adding a touch of nature, you're not just enhancing its beauty, but also investing in your own well-being. So yeah, let's let the power of nature transform your bedroom into a sanctuary of health and happiness. So that's all from me. Thank you so much for your attention.
All right, thank you, Ms. Zia. Now it is time for our Mr. Afif. All right. Good luck.
Check. Am I audible? Okay, cool. Yeah. Starting my speech in 3, 2, 1. Bismillah. Your Excellencies, lecturers, and also the supervisors of the day, Ms. Alfie and also Ms. Pia. Yeah, honorable all of half of my friend that is becoming speaker of the day. I was so amazed with your performance of the day. It was so good and so great. And also for the other half of my friend who are get the chance of presentation to next week. Maybe some of you feel relief, but it's just a fake elevation because it means more stressing in next week. Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Shalom, Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, goodwill greeting for all of us. In this great occasion, I think that it's not easy to listen to 13 speakers before. You already listen about how to, for example, insecurity 101 from our friend, and also how to face the failure, how to even preserve the stray cat, how to bulking from Kaka, how to what did we call Prado from Ardan, and many things. And so that I don't think that I will also give like a hard content in this time because of it's not easy to just process all of this information. So all I want to do in this kind of presentation, in this time, in this great occasion, is that I want to tell you about my story, what I do in this morning. So I want to tell you a story that my last night's sleep wasn't untied at all. Considering that I have to speech at 7 a.m. sharply, it's make me cannot sleep well. And then I wake up at 5 a.m. and it feels like the moment you are get your scariest nightmare, and then you have to wake up in the midnight, like 8 a.m. and like I have to speech after this. But instead of I take a bath, instead of I prepare myself to go to bedroom, I continue my sleep. 10 minutes more, I got awake, and instead of take a bath, instead of prepare myself, I continue my sleep because of it's kind too early for you at 5 to 10 to prepare yourself to class at say 7 a.m. right? I mean everyone do the same thing. 10 minutes more, I got awakened again. It's fairly uncomfortable, but I continue my sleep. 10 minutes more, 10 minutes more, but the last one isn't 10 minutes more, but it is 50 minutes more. That is at 6:30. As a person who I live in Bantul, it's a nightmare for me. 30 minutes and you got a very sharp 7 a.m. class. And then I do everything as soon as possible. Taking a bath, prepare myself as soon as possible. And then when I get in the park, I ride my bicycle. I'm sorry. I use a motorcycle here, not bicycle. It's more late then. I left my, what did we call, hand gloves. Because I want to share with you that I have an allergic from the sun. That's my hand will get so itchy and turning into red whenever it got so hot. So I have to choose. didn't I have to take my hand gloves in my room within kind of far from my park, or I have to attend the 7 a.m. class, which my absence from this class is so bad, and I don't want it to become even worse. So yeah, I choose the one that is without hand gloves and go here. And then I get into this class. And yeah, as usually person, I open my phone, although it's not my phone, it's Eon phone, but thanks Eon. I open my account Twitter, checking my UGM Fest, what's happening today, what I missed last night. And I realized that there are many kind of, person who are complaining about the weather of the day. They are complaining about, last night was rain, but the day was so hot. Like when PPSMB we are already like panas dan hujan tak halangi kami. But when we have a 7 a.m. class, but it's a rain, we will skip it. Sorry. Yeah, it's something like that. I mean, everyone was complaining about the discomfort, about the uncomfortable, about the weather nowadays. But in this occasion, I want to challenge our perspective. We think that we suffer the most from the heat, from the hot of the weather, from the rain and the cold of last night. But actually, we don't. When I rode my motorcycle toward this campus, I realized that when I feel so hot, when I feel so cold, when everything was make me feel so suffer, I remember about a teeny bitty creature that is insect. If I feel hot, how about insect feel? What it feels toward that hot? Insect rahma, serangga. Okay, cool. So yeah, what they feel the hot. And view the characterization of insect itself. Insect is a cold-blooded organism, means that they have to very rely on the temperature of the weather right now. So whenever it change, although 1 Celsius degree or 2 Celsius degree, it means a big impact for them. And it means they have to change the whole cycle life of them. So even though we are just feeling that it is only 35 Celsius, 36 Celsius, for them, it's a very big change that make them change their whole life. But here's the thing. Insects don't have that much privilege like us. Whenever it's hot outside, we can just, using Grab food or using shop food to make our food come to our room. Whenever it rains outside, we can use our raincoat to come to the class, so there is no actually reason for you to come late to the 7 a.m. class. Whenever it's hard to make everything, you have that privilege. You can use jacket and everything because of you are human. But it's not happen with insect. They don't have jacket. Whenever they are hungry, they have to come to the park, go to the flower. Even though it's very hot, even though it's rainy, they have to make it because of the hungry. See? They don't have that much privilege like us. But even though that is a teeny bitty and small creatures, they actually have so big and immense impact that they have something called pollination. 90% of the plant in the whole of the world is a pollination-based plant, meaning that they have to pollinate for their reproduction. And without insect means that you can live your life with only eating garlic and also carrot for your whole of the life. And I don't think you will do so, right? And another thing was illness. Insects are also not only have the big impact for the human life, but also they are bring some of illness. For example, Brazil and other country that get malaria, etc. It means that they are, so have big influence. Having a climate change means that we will do migration from a place to another place, and means that the malaria that is happening in Jogja will also spread into Semarang because of that migration. So we don't have one that's right. But I'm here not just to telling you about that bad story, about that all of this was cruel, etc. I also want to give you some of things that you can do. There are two things that I can suggest you to do. First is that principality. Let's change our mindset toward we see that insect is something that is so small that is just mooing when we are sleeping, where it's just in our bedroom and do nothing even though we are still taking a bath. That is so annoying into a something that is actually has the big impact to the creature and to the universe itself. But secondly, the practicality. This is also something that you, for example, right after this, for example, is not being used, you can just turn off the lamp. For example, after this, you want to go to one of the best in the Yogyakarta, that is Pota. You can choose just walk over there and don't use your motorcycle because that contribute to like preventing the climate change that happen. That's small thing, but that's matter to the climate change. Everyone can do this and it will be much better. So yeah, after this, whenever you're feeling hot, whenever it's so cold, remember that's our tiny bitty small friends. Because of it has that big impact to the universe, it has that immense impact on our life itself. And and lastly what we can do is we are pray for them after killing them. Okay, thank you, that's all for me.
Alright, thank you Afif. I feel bad for the nyamuk ya. Okay, so our last speaker from class B for today we have Miss Leonie, time is yours.
Hello. Hello. Okay, good morning everyone. Actually, I feel very nervous right now. But today I want to explore how films can influence our lives. Okay, before I start, I want to ask you a question first. Have you ever felt a roller coaster emotion because you watch a film? Like, for example, you feel sadness or happiness when you watch a movie? Okay, or have you found yourself that you want to trying to following or trying to become a certain characters in the movie, like you're imagining yourself like that? Okay, if so, that means that you are being influenced by a movie, both by the emotional and from the behavior. So, before I continue, I want to ask you something again. Okay, have you heard about the phrase that says, "You are what you consume"? Well, actually, it's not only limited to our food. Actually, it is include everything that goes inside ourselves. Like, for example, from what we listen, from what we read, from what we see, and so on. To put simply, it is everything that it is part of. I'm sorry. To put simply, it is every media that we are exposed to, and one of them is films. So, then it raises an important question right now. How impactful the movies are. So let's discuss by seeing it from the two sides, and let's discuss what steps that we can do to get more benefits from the movie that we watch. Okay, like I said before, from the emotional side, it happens when we are feeling something when we are watching a movie, like whether it is happiness, whether it is sadness or anger, or any emotional that we are feeling by a movie. That's emotional influence. Some people might feel like more intense than the other. Like, for example, you might feel sad when your characters from your favorite movie dies, but for the others, they feel nothing. For someone, the movies can triggering their trauma, but for the others, they may feel like, oh, the movies is like the other movies. Nothing happens. That's how the movies influence our emotional. Okay, and besides the emotional side, movies also can influence our behavior, whether it is positively or negatively. I will give you example from the negative side first. So, from the negative side, have you ever considered that there are crimes that really inspired by movies? Like Joker. Do you know Joker from Batman? Okay, so Joker actually has inspired so many real life crimes. Like the most well-known case is happens in Aurora, Colorado. It, the theater shooting in the 2012, and I will also give you another example. In 2017, there is a study that says that Harry Potter affected the rise of threats of owls as pets in Java and Bali. While in Indonesia itself, the X, the threats of owls as pets is illegal because in Indonesia there's no specific quota for the wild birds, including owls, and even an organization that called Owl World Indonesia said that owl shouldn't be a pet since they are wild animals. That are the two example of them, and I will give you now Gadis Kretek, the newest Netflix series from Indonesia. Okay, so this series actually makes some people on Twitter and TikTok, they state that they want to try to smoke after those movies. Beside the negative effects that I illustrate before, I will also give you the positive. Will give you example of the positive ones. Okay, for the positives, the 1996 they found that location can attract people to visit. So it means films want to visit some place. Like in Indonesia, this phenomenon happens when 5 centimeter, right? Many people mountains in Indonesia. Film can also promote tourism, right? And besides that, also, the educational purpose. My favorite movie, it's called Flying Colors. It is a Japanese movie, and this movie actually encouraged me to pursue my study. And there we reach a point that we ask question now: how can films influence us, like both from our emotional and our behavior? It happens because movie actually is part of media, while its purpose as tools to tell a story, a storytelling tools, it can also become propaganda tools, like as of the immersive, because film can make the watcher or the viewers feels relate or more connected by what they watch. They are subconsciously following this action that shows in the movies. So, is there anything steps that we can do to get more benefits from the movie that we watch? Okay, actually we can do these 3 things. The first one is be aware of the content of the movie that we watch, like whether the movie is having a sensitive topic or violence, or maybe it not suitable for kids. We must aware about what inside this movie. And the second one is we need be more critical. Please differentiate the reality and the fiction, and evaluate the message that conveyed by this film. And the last point is try to get more positive lesson, either it by the characters or maybe the storylines, and avoiding such harmful ideologies or behavior that the character shows. So, in conclusions, films can be a tools to shape our behavior, our thought, our it can shape ourselves. So please be aware of the movie that you choose. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.
Okay. So, big applause to our speakers for today. You did great. I'm looking forward for the other great speakers next week, yeah. And for information, all of you still have to attend to this is a requirement for you for the attendance list for the final project, okay? So attend both classes, both meetings for the final. All right, so thank you very much. I will see you again next week to meet the other great presenters. Now it's time to move on to the next class. You may still be here, but it's not, you don't have to, yeah? So